Now, relative humidity is an important term. Relative humidity is a way of describing how much humidity is present in the air and how much can there be maximum. Now the line representing this relative humidity on psychrometric chart are these line. Can you see it? We will see psychrometric chart here. This is a psychrometric chart. This is 50% relative humidity and these are all relative humidity line. The values is given here. Okay. Now when the RH is maximum, that line is shown by this. The line representing relative humidity where the relative humidity is 100% is the uppermost curved line in the chart. Now in a given volume of moisture at a given temperature, relative humidity, we will represent it with this symbol, is the mass of water vapor present divided by maximum possible mass of water vapor. Mass of water vapor upon of mass of water vapor when the mixture is fully saturated. We know the gas equation m is equal to PV upon RT. This term is for this MV and this term is for this MS. For a given mixture, the volume is same, temperature will be same for a mixture, gas constant will be same as it is single mixture. So we will cancel out these terms and we will get this term. And to know the relative humidity, we have to know partial vapor pressure of the mixture and vapor pressure of saturated mixture. This term we have to calculate by Carrier's equation, and this term we can easily get by steam table. Okay, how? This is corresponding to dry bulb temperature. Okay. Now air at a temperature has certain limit that how much moisture it can hold. At 100% humidity, the partial pressure is equal to the vapor pressure and no more water can enter in the vapor phase. Water cannot evaporate if humidity is 100%. That is why we feel very uncomfortable when the humidity is high. In hot weather, when rain is falling, then we feel very uncomfortable as our sweat cannot evaporate and our body cannot get cool. If partial pressure is less than vapor pressure, partial pressure of mixture is less than the vapor pressure of water present nearby, then the evaporation will take place. If partial pressure is greater than vapor pressure, then what will happen? The vapor from the air will start condensing. Okay. Another term is absolute humidity, or it is called vapor density also. It is mass of water vapor per unit volume of air at a given condition. It is regardless of the temperature. It is expressed as gram of moisture per cubic meter of air. It is reciprocal of specific volume. We know physics. Okay. Now warm air can hold far more moisture than cold air, meaning that the relative humidity of cold air would be far higher. Relative humidity is cited in weather forecast as it affects how we feel the temperature. For example, the maximum absolute humidity of warm air at 30 degrees centigrade, and like air at 30 degrees centigrade will have 30 gram of water vapor. maximum possible, and air at 0 degree centigrade will have only 5 gram of water vapor. That is why we feel our skin as dry in cold weather. Now, as we know that relative humidity or absolute humidity is net amount of water vapor present, net amount of water present. Like we have got specific volume of 1 liter in a bottle. If we have 15 milligram of water in it, then its absolute humidity will be 50 mg per liter. If we have 30 ml, 30 mg per liter absolute humidity. For the next derivation, we are specifying some values. VV we will call volume of water vapor in 1 meter cube of dry air. VA volume of dry air in 1 meter cube of dry air. Rho V density of water vapor in 1 meter cube. Rho A density of dry air in 1 meter cube of dry air. These are corresponding to dry bulb temperature. Now we know mass of water vapor is volume into density, same with the dry air. Now in a container, volume will be taken same for both the quantities, and to find mass of water vapor in unit mass of dry air, we will divide them both. Volume will be cancelled out, then we will get this quantity, and we will denote it with this symbol. We also know that PV is equal to MRT. We will replace this volume as 1 upon rho V. This is equal to MA RA TD. PV is equal to MRT, we know. For a unit mass, we will take it as a unit. We will remove it here. Okay. Separating out density here. Density is this quantity. And now we will put this in this equation here. We will put it here. We will rearrange it so we can get specific density of water vapor as this quantity. We can't know the partial pressure of dry air, then we will use it P total. We are representing it as a P, PT, PB, that is barometric reading of pressure gauge. Okay, P total minus partial pressure of water vapor. Okay. Next term is dry bulb temperature, TDB. The dry bulb temperature is the temperature of air measured by normally exposed thermometer. The reading we are taking with normal thermometer is called dry bulb temperature. Usually we are referring it normal temperature, when we are measuring it, we are referring it as dry bulb temperature. And line on psychometric chart to show dry bulb temperature are these lines. This is the reading. We will see it on psychometric chart. These are dry bulb temperature lines. 0, 5, 10, 15 up to 55. These are dry bulb line. Next term is wet bulb temperature. We will represent it by TW or TWB. Wet bulb temperature is the temperature read by thermometer covered with wet cloth over which air is being passed. Wet bulb temperature can be measured with a thermometer that has bulb that is covered with water soaked air. Wet bulb temperature is associated with the moisture content of the air. At 100% relative humidity, wet bulb temperature will be equal to dry bulb temperature. Line represented on psychometric chart are these lines. We will see it on psychometric chart. These are wet bulb lines. These are wet bulb line. Practically, these are seen as parallel line to enthalpy line also. Next is dew point temperature. We will represent it as TDP. The dew point temperature is the temperature at which water vapor start to condense out of the air. How can we measure it? The dew point temperature can be measured by filling a metal can with water and putting it some thermometer in it and putting some ice cube in it. We will wait some time and we will note the temperature when the dew started to condense outside the can. So it is a measurable quantity. We don't have to calculate it. But still, if we want to calculate it, there is a empirical formula, that is experimental based formula, empirical formula, which is given here. Generally, we will not use it in the numericals. One more important thing, the dew point temperature is given by saturation line on psychometric chart. What is saturation line? It is this line. Dew point temperature we can read it here. Another term is specific volume of humidity air. Specific volume represents the space occupied by a unit weight of dry air, meter cube per kg. Specific volume is indicated along the bottom axis of the psychometric chart with constant volume line slanting upward to the left. We will see it on the chart. These lines are for specific volume line, but as we can see, these are very sparse line, so it is difficult to find exact reading, so we will calculate it most of the time. Another term is moisture content and the humidity or the humidity ratio X. Moisture content is the amount of water vapor by weight in the dry air. Moisture content of air is expressed as weight of water vapor per unit weight of dry air. Weight of water vapor per unit weight of dry air. Humidity ratio is indicated along the right hand axis in the psychometric chart. We will see the chart here. Moisture content per kg of dry air. These are the value for it.